Chair. Mr Parkinson, what's the latest with the Tanami Road?
Senator, I was pleased to be able to meet with the Northern Territory Government and the Shire of Halls Creek in Darwin earlier this month to talk about the progress on the business case for the Tanami Road. That was a very productive meeting. I'm pleased to say that the proponents are very keen to address some of the issues with that business case, to pull together a revised economic analysis, which they're working on at the moment, and to make a submission back to us later in the year.
So are you able to identify who actually was in that meeting?
I could give you details, probably not here and now, but I met with
You can take that on notice?
We could certainly take that on notice. It was with the relevant departments of the Northern Territory Government and also the Shire of Halls Creek. Okay.
And in terms of the progress of the project, what's your timeline on that now?
So that's resting with the proponent at the moment. They're looking to do a workshop in the next month or so to work through some of the economic benefits and the methodology for quantifying those economic benefits, and we've offered to assist them with that process.
And who is the proponent?
The Northern Territory Government and the Shire of Halls Creek.
And in terms of the workshop, what would be taking place in that?
So we'd be working through the benefits and the appropriate methodology to quantify the benefits of that project.
Does that mean working with local people, or is that more around bureaucratic maths?
In the first instance, this would probably be whiteboarding to work out what are the benefits that could be quantified as part of the business case, working out the methodology. That would then lead to some data requirements, and then the proponents would be looking to see what data they had to address those requirements. It may be that they would need to go and gather more data. Certainly they are gathering data at present, which is an excellent thing because there's not a lot of data about use of the road and the benefits likely to emerge from that. So this is a multi-step process. I expect it would lead to consultation with the users of the road as well.
So, Mr Parkinson, how long do you think this will take before people can have a good road in the Tanami?
Well, Senator, we're discussing the economic evaluation underpinning the business case. The process from there would be to finalise the business case. Then it would be up to governments to make decisions about funding.
But you must have some sense of idea. If governments are coming together to discuss this, there must be a time frame. Usually you come together with a goal set that you want it done either by the next wet season or the wet season after that. I mean, there must be a discussion around time frame, surely.
Yeah. Senator, the proponents are actually considering a number of possible time frames for the project. At the moment, they're in the process of identifying priority sections, looking at a work plan to address those. They're looking at the potential procurement approaches. They're certainly looking at Indigenous employment benefits as part of that. So they're looking at a number of different possibilities which could go over some years. So
that's the closest we've got to time frame. So you're talking about a couple of years?
Oh, well, Senator, the proponents are looking at options which include 5 years, 10 years and 15 years, and they're trying to work out the optimum of those options.
And what's the discussion around Indigenous employment?
Well, in terms of the process of actually undertaking the work over the time frame, what they're doing is mapping out what would be optimal to train up local workers to assist with the project and to provide an ongoing stream of employment over some years.
And are there Indigenous employees currently involved with this discussion?
So, Senator, the proponents are at the early stage of the economic evaluation of the business case. I don't have visibility over who is working with the proponents on that. As I said,
can you find out?
I could certainly ask the question, Senator.
I think when we talk about Indigenous employment, Mr Parkinson, it's not just about being out on the roads, it's actually about understanding the processes like this one that you come back to the Senate estimates and explain.
Yeah.
Who are the Indigenous people that are employed in understanding how this all works and who are part of the process from the beginning? it'd be really good to know if there are Indigenous employees involved even at this point.
Yes, yes. And Senator, I can assure you, the Shire of Halls Creek indicated to me that most of their workforce is Indigenous, and they're certainly looking to map out a future work plan to keep that workforce on.
So you can easily get those numbers then?
I can certainly ask, Senator.
Sure.